News.mc on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Our exclusive interview with the personalities driving the Principality.
Hello, my name is Martin Peronnet. I'm the CEO of Monaco Telecom, and you're watching News.mc on Monaco Info. As in most countries, Monaco Telecom used to be a public service, and it was privatized in 1997. And I think the government had a brilliant idea to say that telecoms was very complex and had to be led by a private owner, someone who would know exactly what it is about. Xavier Niel is the owner of Free in France, is the owner of Iliad in Italy, he has 3.5% of Vodafone, he has Salt in Switzerland, he has Air in Ireland, is the major shareholder of Millicom in South America. So now, majority shareholder is Xavier Niel, and minority shareholder, but it's around 50-50, it's the government of Monaco. And with Xavier Niel, we've come from being a follower to being a forefront leader in terms of adding new technologies to the business. And we did that in two fronts. When he arrived in 2000, nearly 10 years ago, we used to have DSL technology, 30 megabits per second, and he said, you need to deliver 1 gigabit per second. You have a great cable network, use it, and do internet on cable. We did that. It was a transition. It was something that was not meant to be lasting for a very long time, because we all knew that fiber was the end game. But thanks to that initiative, we were able to offer 1 gigabit per second service since 2016. Then we took the necessary time to roll out our own fiber throughout the Principality, and we launched the fiber service in 2021, and very quickly we are switching all our customers from copper or DOCSIS, the cable technology, to the new fiber technology. And this fiber technology is it's what you can have, the best you can have. It's 10 gigabit per second. It uses Wi-Fi 6. It comes with a television service that runs on Apple TV. So it's quite nice. It's quite neat. It's very stable. It's quite quick, and I think it has provided a lot of satisfaction to our customers and to us in return, because our customer service is much quieter now than it used to be. And I think our strengths are that we are more and more present. All the new buildings have indoor mobile service technology. If you rent a flat in Maratera, for example, or if you are in any of the new any of the new buildings, you will have great indoor coverage because our technology is in the building. You will have mobile coverage in all the public parkings, in all the tunnels, in most of the public elevators, and so on and so on. So we're really trying to put mobile everywhere, to be seamless in Monaco. We have had quite a lot of successes. We've been the first operator to deliver 1 gigabit per second service on mobile. And we've been the first country to be fully 5G starting 2019. Today, our mobile service is probably one of the most developed service in the world. And I'm saying this because it is true. Why? Because Monaco is the densest place in the world with Hong Kong. But really, it's incredibly dense. It's facing the sea, like Hong Kong as well. But it's also surrounded by France, and that's not like Hong Kong. Hong Kong is quite a vast territory. Monaco is only 2 kilometers square, so you have the border everywhere. So you have to master a technology that allows people to go from one country to another, which was never done before. What is interesting is that in Monaco, about 70% of our revenues are made with the enterprise sector in Monaco and abroad. We're connecting the enterprises of Monaco to the rest of Europe directly through our backbone. Or we're also offering a lot of hosting. We have 3 data centers in Monaco, and we have a cloud service as well, a cloud platform that we use for ourselves, that we use for other companies in the group of Xavier Niel. And that we use for our customers as well, with a different objective. It's a cloud that is done completely in Monaco, that is hosted in Monaco, in our 3 data centers, and that is adapted to probably large companies, for example, telecom operators. Second thing, we use as a cloud provider the CRM of Air in Ireland. We provide the cloud of Epic in Cyprus and in Malta. And we are also providing cloud services for Nice Matin, for example. And third thing, we are also a software development company just for the CRM. In fact, one of the motto of Xavier Niel is to say, your information system, you will do it yourself. You will not buy it, you will have to do it yourself. So do it as you wish, but you'll do it yourself. So what we did a kind of network, and we used a subsidiary of Xavier Niel to do a part of the core of this new CRM, and we did a part of the core of this new CRM at Monaco Telecom. We hired software developers and so on. And so we merged that. We do parts of it, and they do part of it. And the first application was integrated for Air in Ireland. We are integrating at the moment the second one for Epic in Cyprus. And there's another one that's being done for Malta. And eventually, we will use that CRM in Monaco as well. So it's, Monaco Telecom is an operator, mobile operator, broadband operator, television operator, cloud operator, international carrier operator, but also cloud provider and software development for operators. Xavier Niel and the Principality have decided that they could use Monaco and Monaco Telecom to build a group of operators in European countries and mainly in the Mediterranean area. And so in 2018 we bought MTN in Cyprus, and we named it Epic. Now we're the second operator in Cyprus, and we're very dynamic in Cyprus. And in 2020, during COVID, we bought Vodafone in Malta. And so we're the first mobile operator in Malta since, and our growth in Malta is very impressive as well. Yeah, as every important companies in Monaco and in the world, I think, sustainability has become one of the major things we work on. And it covers many aspects. We know that we use a lot of electricity, for example. Our carbon footprint is significant because of that. And in Monaco, it's really our data centers that consume most of the power, most of electricity. So we need to find new technologies. Again, it's a technology-driven thing to reduce our carbon footprint, to make sure that we support the objectives of Monaco on carbon footprint reduction. In the first semester of 2023, our carbon footprint reduced by 8%. In the new data centers that we are building, we are reaching efficiency that is far better than we used to. In the data center we built 10 years ago, in order to cover the needs of electricity of the servers, you needed to add 70% more electricity for cooling and for the management of the place. Now, we're reaching, in the new data centers that are out this year and next year, we're down to 20 to 25% of electricity on top of what is really used by the servers. So we are much more efficient than what we used to. So we've learned, and we're trying to do that. We're not only trying to do that in Monaco, we're also doing this in Cyprus and in Malta. In Malta and Cyprus, most of the electricity we use is from the mobile sites that we have, because the territory is big, we have a lot of mobile sites and so on. So we are using more and more, in particular in Cyprus, we are deploying a lot of solar panels on all mobile sites to make sure that we reduce drastically the amount of electricity we use. And this is very important there, because most of the electricity they produce, they generate, is through generators, is through diesel. So it's very important to reduce our footprint here. On top of that, we do a lot of things. You know, we work a lot with the that transition énergétique de Monaco, the mission, and so we follow all their principles. We are all the cars in the company are electric cars and so on. So, yeah, sustainability is a big word that is not only about carbon footprint, but it's also about the way we run the company. We try to be more inclusive. We are conscious of the fact that we're a team, and if we want that team to be efficient, it has to respect every type of origin, gender, and so on. But not only that, we need to be together and to stick together. So that's one of the aspects. And the last aspect is to try to also find our way in the community. First thing is for us to support all the sport associations. So we support rugby, we support basketball, we support swimming, water polo, rowing, and tennis, for example, as well. So we provide telecoms services for them. We're sponsoring them to make sure that they have at least that they have the communication tools that they need in order to be good at what they do. There's a lot of new technologies and technological revolutions that are hitting us at the moment. And some of them have direct impact, some of them will have maybe a lower impact. What I see as the first one, as the biggest one for everybody, is artificial intelligence. It is impacting us as a service provider in many ways. The first way, that is probably the most simple, but that will help people, is that we will use that technology for chatbot, because sometimes, you know, you don't really want to talk to someone. You want to ask a technical question and you want to get an answer straight ahead. And so we see that the generative artificial intelligence engines are quite good at really taking the best of everything that is in the websites and all we have in our database to understand the question and to provide intelligent answers. And for those who won't want to call us, I think it will be something that will provide another service. So in 1 year from now, copper will be switched off. Our legacy systems will be switched off, and we'll use a new data center infrastructure. So I think we will be set to think about a future. We'll be completely, you know, we'll be leaner and more efficient to think about the future. Then focusing on what's next, I think we will be in a position to be able to integrate the new versions of cloud-based services. We will integrate the new systems of 5G and going forward, voice over LTE and voice over 5G. So the new versions of the core networks and so on. So the service is going to become more and more present. So we'll be able to face the growth of traffic on our networks. And also, because our story is both national and international, we might continue to grow internationally if there are opportunities arise. And I say that because I think now we have been able to design an operating model that is more efficient than others for small operators. I wouldn't see myself running Deutsche Telekom or Vodafone, but we see ourselves good to run small operators in small countries being able to deliver more value, but also more quality for the people. In Cyprus and in Malta, EPIC is best network, not rated by us, but rated by industry standards bodies. I think people need telecommunications, and I see data consumption growing in the rates that we're continuing to see. You know, every Grand Prix, the traffic on our network grows by 50%. So I see the appetite for data, for mobile data, for broadband data continuing to grow. I see the appetite for data management leading to cloud services, to hosting and so on, growing. You know that every year I think you generate twice as much data as the. So I think yes, the need for efficient, performing telecom services is continuing, is growing, and will continue to be here. I think the key to our success is to continue to be at the front, and also to make sure that we never forget that it's a very special place with very special people that need very special service, and the capacity for us to talk to each of the individuals. And if we don't forget that, I think we might be able to be an asset for Monaco in the coming years.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover more interviews and stories on our websites, news.mc and monacoinfo.com. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.